So this question is repeating a concept that was tested in a different CAT exam, and I had trouble with that question, but I remembered what to do here in that question. And so if I mark these points, we have 2 comma 5 here, and then 6 3 somewhere here. And the concept was that whatever the diagonal is, which is this line, we know that in general, if I draw any rectangle, the diagonals intersect at the midpoint. That means that if I find the midpoint of these 2 points, it would fall on this line. And that was the concept. I think they asked that in the context of a parallelogram. So it seems like the CAT writers do repeat the same concept, because in that question I wasn't able to make that connection. And so I think it pays to kind of have seen these questions before. So I find the midpoint here, find the average of the x coordinates, which is 4, and then average of the y coordinates, which is also 4. And 4, 4 has to fall here, which means it has to satisfy this equation. And I can just simply plug that in, and I would get C is minus 8 choice D. So it's really easy if you already know what to do. Of course, when I first attempted it, I was spending time saying, well, let's say this point is A comma B. Then I know that these two connected, that would be 90 degrees. So the slope here would be B minus 5 over A minus 2. And then slope of that line would be B minus 3 over A minus 6. And their product must be equal to minus 1. And obviously this would be a mess, because that doesn't even get me to C. So this is a hard question. If you just kind of headed in the wrong direction, you'd probably just abandon it. But what's interesting is that they asked the same, I guess, question, similar setup for a parallelogram. And I had trouble then as well. But once I kind of figured out how to approach it, I remembered that, and I guess they repeated it here. It was a later CAT exam, I think maybe 221, 22, I don't remember exactly. So I think this is an important lesson here, is that many of these concepts are repeated. So make sure you practice with enough of these older exams. So to summarize here, the answer is D.